Hi everybody, it's Sarah Cray with Let's Make Art, and this coming week we are going to be doing beautiful pink peonies. So tune in on Tuesday night, 7:15 Central Standard Time, but for now, here is a preview.
For my peonies, I'm starting with this really pretty peach, and basically you just want to do thicker curved lines in a circular shape and have the curved lines alternating, so they're not going to be stacked right on top of each other. You basically want to do one and then do another one and then do one in between. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to add clean water, and I'm going to take that color that I already laid down and use that to smear down into my petal shape. So we want it to kind of go down narrow into a point. So these kind of cuppy curves that we start with, those are going to be the thickest part of our petal. And then we're going to add water down to the point so it's almost like a petal. And the curved part is supposed to kind of look like the edge of the petal coming up and around, kind of curving out at us. Now this other one, this one is going to be more closed. So our first flower was really open. This one I'm keeping my curves closer together. This one I kind of want to make it look like it's not as in full bloom as that first one. So basically it's the same thing, just alternating curved lines. I'm just doing them smaller and closer together. Now for my leaves, I'm adding my leaves here, and I want to make sure that my leaf matches the size of my flower because I laid down a pretty large flower to begin with. So the first leaf I laid down was a little bit too small, so I went back, made it bigger. And then I want to do a grouping. So I'm going to put my main leaf first and then my stem. And then I'm going to do a couple leaves off the side. Now I like to add tiny little leaf in between here because it's just going to give me variation. And it's kind of more natural to what we see in nature, right? When we see stems of leaves, we see little baby ones sprouting off that. So I'm kind of just mimicking that style. Now this top floral I just laid down, that one's almost like a bud. So really it's just a circle that I painted with more paint concentrated at the top to where the petals would be all kind of congested together right in that area right before it kind of opens up. And then the leaves are a perfect opportunity where we can drop in color, we can drop in water, and we can start getting some really cool textures going on with our leaves. So don't forget that part, because with watercolor, this is where we really get to play, right? We get to drop in water and play with the different textures that come out. Now I'm going to start on my line work, and basically I'm going to go through each of my petals, and I'm just going to follow the shape of my petals. So it's going to be narrow, and then it's going to follow to the edge of the top. So basically it's almost like you're doing triangles, and if you can try and keep your lines still a little bit curved because we want to keep the roundness of the petals still, that's how we're going to really show that there's movement going on. For the center of my flower, I'm just using daffodil yellow, and then I'm going to start dropping in a little bit of the golden brown at the bottom, and then do little drops of golden brown at the top just to get that really nice texture. When my leaves are dry, I'm going to take my liner brush and just start doing some detail lines on my leaves. And then this could be also a good area if you need to go through your leaves and kind of sharpen some points, or kind of fix some areas. You can take your liner brush and kind of go through that.